Come on, folks, we don't want to lose our, we got 3 more people to speak, and we want to give them all our respect.
That's right.
If you please. We got 3 more.
So who was here earlier?
That was Keith Barton. And then the gentleman that just spoke was.
Thank you.
And Herrera ran last time. He ran 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I love this kale salad.
But I won't be going out to that. And I won't be there next Tuesday. So. Is that
Huh?
Well, we got a lot more to do.
Some gun show. Where's Victor? He's here, he'll stay.
Republicans?
No.
Okay, we're ready. Folks, we're gonna give, please. We're gonna start, please. And when we're done, we pray. Do not leave, we pray. Last Saturday, what did we have? Brent, you stayed for that for a bit. We had more than 40 people holding hands for prayer. I mean, I didn't count them. Daphne, did you give everybody a count this time so we know? Okay, so we're, all right, we're gonna start, if you please. Let's begin. And it is, so who wants to be next? Just come on up. And you know what? You're gonna get 3 questions and you have 5 minutes because of our time. We want to do, and I apologize, I don't want to, last Sunday I stayed right with the time.
It wasn't 5 hours?
Carol, I'm wondering what is he running for? The gentleman with the blonde. Who is he? And then,
Oh, he's running for senator.
okay. And then this gentleman, yeah.
His last name is Perez.
Perez, okay.
Okay, so the 3 questions, we'll start with the first one, please.
Yes. And it was about votes, correct?
It's the machines, the electronic voting machines that stole our election, been stealing them since the 1960s.
Correct.
Please.
Well, I have been working in the election departments, throughout, 4 years, I guess. And I've been the alternative judge. And all I can tell you, even with this new machines that they have set up, they're still fraud. You'll be surprised. I have worked at the court office at one point, counting the ballots. And what I was doing is correcting, no, this signature does not match this signature. And they would say, well, it's supposed to be a vote. If there's 3 against you, we just gotta decide to vote for 3. And to me, that was very wrong. Because if a signature does not match your ballot, how are you gonna take it as a vote? Who signed the ballot anyways? There's no person that says, here's my delivery, etc. So I don't believe in this mail-mailing votes. I don't believe even in the machines. Because what I do after the election, we have to take it to the annex out there. And I have been spotting how they manage it. And all it is just I'm gonna say the votes counted, they go into this machine. And of course we have to count them. But how do we know once they're over there, they don't tamper with it? And so there's always, and they have cameras. Most of the cameras supposedly, they're not working or operating. So there is a lot of votes that are rigged. I believe that everything is a setup. To whose convenience? That is the question. So that's my point of view.
Thank you.
Ms. Cassidy, would it help if, I think I saw Hector Cabildo here too, if we stand up there and then we just hand the mic to each other, that way it'll speed things
Yes,
along?
come on up, please. Yes, please.
Good idea.
Sir, if you please. Where is Hector?
Outside.
I just saw him.
He went to the beach to get more sunburn.
Deputy, you want to go ask?
You want to get vitamin D?
Hector, please come in.
Well,
Go ahead. Okay, tell us your name.
Manuel Barraza, I'm running for the 16th Congressional District.
And were you a judge here in El Paso?
Yes, Criminal District Court number 1.
Wow, okay.
So, my position is,
Sir, get up there too.
that they can be altered. You know, when you have a computer, you program it, so the programmer controls how the votes go. So I think it's a very, very system that can be tampered with. So I don't believe in that. And one good step that they're fighting right now, which I know you all can't understand it, we're for voter ID. I
Yeah.
think so. You know, it's an 80-20 issue across cultural lines, across parties, but Congress is having a big problem with it. I don't know how they, you know, like they say you need it to go identify yourself at the grocery store or whatever. I mean, can't you have an ID to vote and show you're entitled to vote? I think that's a good first step, but definitely I think we should find a system that does count every vote. And you all remember, or maybe you're too young, when it was Gore versus Bush. Remember they were counting the Chads and all that? That was kind of a disaster too, but we're gonna have to, maybe we'll use the technology to improve that system. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, sir, your name and what you're running for.
So, again, my name is Humberto Perez. I'm running for District 77 against Vincent Perez. So this actual question is very interesting.
So tell us,
because,
it's the Texas legislature.
yes, state legislature, District 77. So that's basically from Socorro all the way to Donovan, all 375. I got a little bit of the Northeast by Fred Wilson. Now, with this, it's a very interesting aspect, as in, we all believe that technology is supposed to, I don't know, make life easier and stuff like that. But a buddy of mine by the name of Nick actually came up to me and said, hey, you know, I was voting for this person, but this person came up. So fraud is a very big and unfortunate aspect of being electronically dependent. So yes, I am against electronics because they're taking over and it's very easy to manipulate it. Now, paper ballots, on the other hand, it's going to be a little harder to manipulate. And I'd say to myself, and I'd say to my future constituents in the Lower Valley and Segundo Barrio, if it ain't fixed, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. It's that simple. Thank you.
Wonderful. So you want to get rid of the machines or you don't?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's all we want to know. Okay, the next question is, all right, I'm going to do with my glasses. Let's see.
Education, I believe.
That is education. So, you guys already heard my little spiel about it, and of course, should Texas end, should they close down the biggest waste of money in the great state of Texas, because every county, more than 40% of the taxpayers' hard-earned money, overtaxed, goes to public, independent school districts. So, let's see. So are you in favor of ending public independent school districts in Texas?
Well, as my experience, my daughter did go to a private school, so I know how that works. And I also was a financial aid officer for 6 years at Western Tech. And I was distributing of course, the grants, the scholarships. So I also know how that is managed. And as Mr. Perez said, you're always gonna find fraud everywhere. I mean, everywhere, in every department. And for me to give my opinion on this is that we always have to do auditing. That's where you catch all the fraud, all the crimes, all the money laundering, et cetera, et cetera. And in my card, it does state one of them, which is yearly auditing. This that I wrote, whoever has my card, is actually the responsibilities of a congressperson, which I tell people, I don't know of one in the past that has ever done their duties or their responsibilities as they should be. And it also gives the congressperson the authority to overlook other types of government. And I think it's very important, not just to let go, and it's not my, what do you call it, legislation or whatever. But we need to start looking at the problem seriously. And the problem, first of all, starts with the families, the division of the families, which needs to stop. Because they coach us, they train us, how to hate your mother, even though it's against God's will. So I think that if you read the Bible, then you get all the answers that you need. That's my opinion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Grant, could you ask Hector to come in? We're getting this done now. He's got to be part of this.
I'll let him
Okay.
know.
We'll start with the three of you now, with whoever wants to, the third and last question, you guys know, is about Islam. So we've got, we're the third largest.
Ms. Cassidy, we still haven't answered on the education part.
Oh, I'm sorry, please, I apologize, please,
Okay.
Nicole, your turn. And watch the clock, we're giving you each about a minute on this, okay?
No problem.
It's gotta be.
You were here last week, and the problem that they have found in the public education system as it's structured is they spend all the money on administrators.
That's
It's not
right.
going to the teachers.
That's
It's not going
right.
to the classroom. So that's what we need to change. Now, I do believe every child should get a quality education. I'm a product of it. I went to Ramona Elementary, Riverside High School, and then, UTEP, and then UT Austin School of Law. So I know that a public education is valuable and it'll help you in your future. So I believe that that's what we need to do. Nobody has a monopoly on good ideas. Let's see how we're gonna restructure it and start putting the money where it counts. Thank you.
Okay, sir, the next one, Hubert, please.
So I've been very vocal about this on my TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and to my constituency. We need to investigate the ISD and the CAD. We need to investigate where the money is going and how is it being utilized. Because the thing is that the state government, especially Vincent Perez, he will not and has not continued to capitulate to his constituency. That's neither here nor there. But, which is why I'm very adamant about this, because we see the hiking of property taxes constantly, and we have Democrat officials. Not democratic, because there's nothing democratic about them. Different word. So, real quick, I am for dismantling the ISDs, because your property taxes should not be utilized for that. And the problem is, we need to bring back the parents' rights and have the parents make that decision for their kids. Thank you.
Okie dokie, now the third and last question is please, Islam. So what are we gonna do about, Texas is number 3 in the nation with all, and Abbott has actually, his government has given more than $11 million to help build mosques in Texas. And then my good friends here, Don and Elba, gave me a note that Abbott has taken, the Muslim community has given Abbott, we know, much of his $105 million. He's giving me a note that said 20 million. I'm sure it's more than that, because he's got 105 million. From who? I don't, please.
Muslims, well, let's call them foreigners. For years, not just recently, they have been invasion here in the United States. They started off with the career of doctors, then they started spreading to other types of doctors, you name it, all kinds of careers. But let's talk about Texas. Yes, I have heard about this, and I think it's very ridiculous, because I think that, yes, they're here to change our cultures, to change our way of living, and nevertheless, religion, there's no such thing as religion, but I'm gonna say beliefs, spiritual beliefs.
Right.
And they have been, little by little, doing this under our noses. And as a spiritual warrior, I'm gonna say that I am, I don't believe that any other country should be here and teaching us anything about who our Father is, who our real Father is. Nevertheless, changing it. Thank you.
I agree.
Oops. So that was short. One nation under God. That's what they spoke about this morning, this afternoon. We can't have two forms of government. We have our laws, we have our structure set up. These are folks that it's not a foreign country, it's not even the West Coast, the East Coast. There's people, there's places, cities in Texas where they have the announcement 5 times a day to pray. They don't do that for us. You know, we have trouble getting prayer in schools. So that's what we have to address, is that this is, like I said, a country formed on Judeo-Christian principles, and we have the structure to allow separation of church and state. That's respected. But we're not gonna let them tell us how we're gonna do things and their way. Thank you.
Thank you, wow, within a minute.
Perfect.
That is, well, both of you.
So,
Hubert.
the question being in hand is any extremism in the United States should be absolutely untolerated, period. Now, I've been to Iraq, I've been to Kuwait, I couldn't practice my religion because they were persecuting Christians, and they still do. Now, we in the United States are a very giving country, I get it. You know, we have the freedom of religion, we have the freedom of beliefs, but they don't. So if you come to the United States and you can assimilate to the United States, you need to get out. Because we have a set rules, we have set boundaries, and if you cannot assimilate, if you cannot come to a country that's not yours, to a set government that's already proclaimed, then we need to have a more in-depth talk with either Custom and Immigration. I used to be a paralegal for Musa Abrego and Associates, that's a little plug, but in New York City. And people need to assimilate. Thank you.
Bravo, you guys are great. We really, my gosh. Did you all get a copy of the Constitution? I had, yeah, I think Sonia passed them out.
Thank you.
You know, Mr. Barton, if you see him, make sure you tell him there is no such thing as separation of church and state. I gave you those constitutions. You will not find those 5 words. They don't exist. This country, as the judge said, and I think Marcy said it, and Hubert also, this country is founded with the Bible. That's where it's at. And I always like to say, Jesus is a Jew. All 66 books are written by Jews. They were the original Christians, okay? And myself, coming from Catholicism, oh my gosh, learned all about Catholicism, and oh Lord, where it has diverged from the Bible. Because my grandparents came from the old country of Europe, and they just knew the rosary and the novenas and all that stuff, okay? They got educated in the United States because, of course, we are one nation under God, and that is the Bible. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Please come. My meetings are the 3rd Sunday. You will get to speak. I don't care to month. 3rd Sundays of every month. We are going to suspend maybe for March, because I've done 3 Sundays in a row now, and I have to do my income tax. Okay, so my husband and I have to do that, and so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I better take off maybe for March. Give us a break.
First of all, I want to thank you, because, you know, this is the first time that I come and join in this meeting. As you know, most of the times I don't get an invite, so I don't know about what's going on. So I just gotta appear from the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit brings me. But what I wanted to say to all of you, you know, being the last thing that I want to say, is that I'm here to hear the people's voice. And I'm here to represent the voice. And I'm here to take it all the way where I have to take it. Doesn't matter if it's not my jurisdiction, I'm gonna step forward and this unite people, because we should be united, not divided.
That's right.
And that's what I gotta say. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me this afternoon, and I want you to fact check me. Did you know that in China, you cannot have a Bible or you go to prison? You can't meet in a Christian group. You can't pray like y'all pray here. You can't do that. You go to jail. We don't want that for our country. That's why it's so important. Each and every one of you is fighting for that America that we grew up in and we still believe in. Thank you.
So I'll make this short and sweet and to the point. We need a government like the Constitution says, we the people. What we have in our state government especially is either conservative or liberal politician. What we need to remember is our forefathers literally fought, my parents fought for this country to make it, just like Marcy said, united. United we stand, divided we fall. So I bring to you, I hopefully earned your vote today.
Oh, yeah.
And again, let's make El Paso great. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Okay, anyone, we're gonna pray, please don't leave. Any announcements from someone, please? The young lady at the back there, come on, make your announcement. We need to hear it. And the artist, you gotta say a few words after her, please. Our good friend artist, who helps us for senior citizens. If you need any advice, so many of us are senior citizens in this room, you want to see our good friend, artist Covington, all right? That gentleman can help with plenty. Here, please tell us your name, where you live, and what your announcement.
Thank you. My name is Claudia Contreras Siller. I live in District 6.
Just a minute, please.
I've been going to City Hall for a year. I backed the blue over there, and I've mentioned several things you all are talking about. One time I told them, hey, all the tax property is going to the schools. I don't have kids. It's going 48% is going there. And police officers are telling me they don't have enough money. So only 20-something% goes to the police, to animal services, to the parks, but the schools are getting all the money. So I mentioned it. Also, there was a huge group of people attacking ICE, and I was the only person there de-escalating everything. I was like, please never attack a police officer or an officer in general. I was born in El Paso, raised in Juarez for 12 years, and I represent Mexicans. I even took the flag. If you guys are gonna be waving your flag, it has to be with respect. So I've been going for a year, backing the blue, and also telling them to educate the city about animal cruelty, because that's the solution. And they say it takes money. In 1 year, I have gained only one meeting with a city representative. And I don't think it's fair. All of them are Democrats, and I kept it really respectful and everything, but I'm starting to get disappointed and mad, you know? Also, I just found out 3 weeks ago, I was driving at 10:30 a.m. and I saw people trapping the pigeons, and I approached them and I say, hey, what are you doing? Oh, we're gonna sell them. And I got worried because every time I find a pigeon, I take it to the rescue. And I was like, are they gonna kill them? They said, this person said, stay away, we're gonna call the police. And I was like, no, I'm gonna call the police. And they didn't stay to wait or anything. And I did my research. I got in touch with the only wildlife rescue of El Paso. We only have one, and she's 82 years old. You know, so she's the one that takes care of the birds and the raccoons and everything. I did my research, and we have a trapper getting 1,200 pigeons every 2 weeks, selling them. This is a picture.
Where are they going? To China?
They do.
They're eating them.
They don't even know what's going on. So this is a trailer full of pigeons.
As a matter of fact, you know what? Sorry to interrupt, but I was in a restaurant, Chinese restaurant, last week, and I ordered something with a chicken, and the chicken legs were this big. And I said, this is not chicken, I'm sorry. Are you sure they're not pigeons? And it just so happens that, you know.
So this person that is getting 1,200 pigeons every 2 weeks, he posted, he's all over Nextdoor. And he says that, I have the screenshot, I have all the info, that they're selling them out of state for hunting dogs, shooting ranges to release in farms. And he's joking, well, some of my buyers say it's for restaurants or chicken nuggets. Yeah. So if a business is joking with this, we need to keep them accountable. Where are the IRS papers? You know, so I brought it up at City Hall. I took the rescue, some other people went, and we have the news. And some of them are for, some are against, but the main trapper has the pigeon logo, like the National Pigeon Association in next door, so everybody trusts him. I messaged the National Pigeon Association, and they said, oh, we're not with him, we're gonna tell him to delete our logo. And he's trapping them, and I think it's very wrong, so I need people to start talking to City Hall to make these businesses accountable. It's not fair. They're messing up the ecosystem, and this person is spreading lies that there's no way to take care of the roots, only to kill them. So that's very wrong, and they're messing with God's creation. Thank you.
Honey, I want you to print your name and your phone number. We'll do a petition and you'll have to sign.
Go to my house and you'll find nothing but fat pigeons.
Carol, are you aware pigeons are not indigenous to this country?
Yes, I am aware, and
Okay.
I am aware they're not protected, but I am aware that every business needs to be registered and be accountable.
Oh,
If they're
okay.
getting my pigeons from my parks, I wanna know where they're going, because I love birds.
Where did you see this?
3 weeks ago, I was driving at 10:30 p.m. It was under the underpass in 375 and Pebble Hills. And the main trapper lives by Las Tierras, and he's getting 1,200 pigeons every 2 weeks. If they keep removing those birds, the other birds don't have anything to eat, and they're gonna come after the cats and after the small dogs, you know?
Now the hawks, all the hawks.
They're
Yes.
gonna eat it.
Take your question.
Hola.
Hold the microphone.
I had mentioned to this young lady, I was shocked. This was last year. I went to the post office down the street. I was shocked that they are allowed to mail the fighting roosters.
What?
They have them in boxes. There should be a law against that. You can't have fighting roosters, but our post office is willingly mailing them. So something needs to be done about that.
And because not a lot of people care for birds, that's why it's not brought up to the light. So always when you see something, call 311 and make them go. And if it's active animal cruelty, call 911 and make them go and stand up for the animals, please.
No, you know what's better? Because they won't listen. What you need to do is like you did. You took pictures, you have evidence. So what I do, when I have evidence of something, I go directly to the city council, I go to the commissioners, I go wherever I have to go. And if I have to go, as I did with my husband, all the way to Washington, if nobody listens, because you're always gonna find people that they don't care. All they care is about, ooh, I'm this and I'm that, and to do their job, they're never there. The only time you see them is in election time. So you need to take your father, like I said, I will join your, we'll get together, and believe me, we'll get farther than this.
We need to talk to the governor when it comes.
Good luck.
Oh,
he's coming.
Write it down. Anyone else, please? Then we're gonna pray. Artists, come up real fast. My good friend, our good friend, please, and just say real quickly, you do Care Patrol. And a lot of us in here are senior citizens, and artists can help. Please, come on up for a couple of minutes. He's kind of shy. But eventually we'll go back to regular meeting. You stay and pray.
Always a pleasure to be here. Yeah, my name is Artis Copeland, owner of Care Patrol of El Paso, Las Cruces. We help families find assisted living, memory care, independent living, home care, and help to navigate that long-term care process. So thank you for the opportunity again. Again, this is about the candidates, so I want you to keep your mind on the candidates and what you're saying, because your votes are very important. So thank you for all the candidates that came out, and everybody take that to heart and come out to vote.
We're gonna pray right now. So artists, you stay. Please, we're gonna do this. So come on up, folks. We make a circle, all right? As best as we can. And